we've been doing this for a whole ass year.
Crazy.
It's our anniversary episode.
Wow.
Hence our jaunty caps.
We got jaunty little
If you're
hats.
watching on YouTube or on a cut down.
They're pretty cute. Will we wear them the whole episode? Who knows? Maybe. We did with our Santa hats until the very end when Kelly and I started getting really hot.
Yeah,
we were
I got itchy.
Yeah.
Like, my head is sweating. I need to take this off.
That's why these are good
Yeah.
because they don't add heat.
Yeah.
Very airy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Halsey.
Mostly paper.
Yes, 1 year of the pod, 2 seasons, season and a half.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to, we're going to do some jar of questions with this episode. We kind of, I don't know if you could tell in the month of September, but have separated some things so that each episode feels not as long. Well, it isn't as long. It literally is not as long, but also that they're a little more thematic. So you kind of know what to expect with every episode instead of having like a jumble of all of this content.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that's feeling good because that's new for us, but it's feeling good for us. So get over it.
Yeah.
So
If you don't like it,
unsubscribe.
bye.
Bye.
But please don't give us a chance.
But
you
please
know?
don't. Please stay.
I don't know, man. I quit. I'm done. I'm just kidding. We're just getting started, y'all. I thought we could do some fun reminiscing. And then James had a great idea
Oh.
to do a very James thing because we all know James loves a corporate like self-help book to learn corporate things because he is a corporate man.
James is in HR meeting.
He really is. That man needs to be in corporate HR.
I don't know how he isn't
And
already.
like training of some kind.
Yeah.
He already has been tapped twice in the
Mhm.
year that he's been with Hilti. Sorry. He works for Hilti. There you go. That's something that's findable, right? Okay. I like freaked out for a second, like, oh, too much detail. But he's already been tapped by HR teams to like help with onboarding stuff and presentations and
because you don't have that gregarious of a smile without being a part of, a get to know you game.
yeah.
Or two.
Yeah. Well, this is not a get to know you game. He suggested, hey, have you ever heard of stop, start, change? I was like, yes, James. I have heard of it. Have you heard of it?
No.
In reviews at corporate companies, a lot of the time they will do this. What should I start doing? What should I stop doing? And what should I change for the next year in order to like become a better corporate employee, a better corporate drone? So I thought we could do that, but just on like a funny, fun level as we chat today about the pod. But we could start with a jock first to open things up. Who hasn't pulled one in a while? Kelly?
I feel like we've all kind of equally old, but
You go
Halsey can
first.
go.
Okay.
You go
We're running
first.
low again, folks.
No. There's a chunk in there. We've only gone through like 2 or 3 of my new ones. And I put in, what, 20?
Yeah.
It's a chunky boy.
It's a fun one. What's the most unusual thing you've ever eaten and how was it?
Tell us the story.
Well, so in Jamaica,
Oh.
they eat stewed chicken feet. I didn't enjoy it because I think it would have been fine if they were crispier. If it had been more like a chicken wing consistency.
Like a soft shell crab?
No, like if they had just been more like baked than stewed, because stewed keeps it
Chewy?
Soft.
Ooh.
The only way I can describe it is baby hands. And you're supposed to like kind of chew on the bones.
Ew.
And so you can like, this is so gross. I'm so sorry.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Why do you know it's kind of like baby hands?
Well, because they kind of look like a small hand.
From my past experiences.
You just gnawing on baby fingers?
No, but I mean, like, you like
She's like my mom when she sees a baby. Oh, just go eat you.
the cuteness aggression, man.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yes.
nom, 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 nom.
Yes, exactly.
Well, chubby cheeks.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
No, but like, you know what a baby's hand looks like.
Sure.
And they're soft and a little squishy.
Mm.
Now think about eating it.
I'm gonna
I
see a
try
baby.
not to.
Yeah.
I gotta stay away from that food
Yeah.
group.
And now stewed chicken feet. Yeah,
Ew.
just they're like long.
Oh,
Yeah.
They at least take the claws out.
Thank
so
you.
you chew on the bones.
You spit them out. Yeah.
Oh.
Some people do, some people
like,
don't. It depends, but on like preference. But
more calcium.
I guess, but painful.
Yeah. I mean, they're
down.
teeny tiny little bones.
But you just said the word long.
Yeah.
So they've got like a shape to them.
Well, the hand does. Haven't you seen a chicken foot?
Not lately.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
That is a weird thing to eat.
Yeah.
What
to make it worse, I knew the chicken.
Did you name him?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Keep that separate. As soon as you learn the baby name, it's all downhill from there. I'm seeing a baby today. Maybe I'll give her a little
Are you
nibble.
going to go see Heather's new baby?
Yeah.
She's so cute.
She's so cute, man.
She's so much slimmer than her last one.
The baby?
Yeah.
No. It literally looks exactly the same.
Oh,
We've been
funny.
sending each other like side by sides, and I've been looking at my old photos of Liv. It is the carbon copy baby.
Oh, funny.
It is the strangest thing. The only thing that changed about the pregnancy is I don't think Heather gained as much weight as her first baby, but that makes sense. Like her body has changed so much since then and aged so differently. Of course, you're going to handle a pregnancy different in your 30s or late, mid 30s. But yeah, she looks like the exact same child. It's very strange.
So she made another Carlin baby?
Yes. I was like, man, those genes are strong, girl. She's like, yeah, I had no hope.
Oh, no.
I think the girls, I already think Liv is starting to look a lot like her. But she also looks a lot like Leah, her husband's first kiddo. But yeah, I get to go see them today. We're going to go to Target.
Cute.
Not with the baby, but get her out of the house.
I love a Target.
Go on a little Target run.
Like it.
And then get some dinner.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten, Kat?
Yeah.
I would say that I'm a particular person when it comes to the foods that I eat. Somewhat picky, some might say. So I don't know. What's the really stinky fruit?
Jackfruit.
Like durian or something?
Oh, durian. Yeah.
Ugh, I've tried
Had
that.
that too.
Really? I've never tried
Nasty.
Oh, I love it.
Gag.
Yeah. Was it the smell that made it even worse, or was the taste just as bad?
Taste is just as bad.
Really? I've heard different. That it tastes okay.
Yeah, I love durian and jackfruit.
I like jackfruit.
I don't know if it's because I ate it in an enclosed area or what.
Was it fresh or was it like from a package?
I have no idea.
No idea.
It was
where were
procured
you?
for me. I was at camp.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
That feels like a Camp Truth or Dare type thing.
Yeah, now that we think about it.
Yeah.
Nasty. I just know that like smells horrific. And in my experience, I feel like it tasted horrific too. And then the taste lingers.
Ooh, no.
So was not a huge fan of that.
Yeah. And produce that taste shouldn't linger.
No.
Fruits or veg. Should just kind of be a one and done situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't eat weird things.
Yeah. I get that. Stay far away from that. Steer away.
Yeah.
I love a food adventure. James and I are kind of down to try anything.
So I want to go to Thailand.
Yeah. It's why I want to do Japan too, because I'm just so interested in extremely different food cultures. And they have so many different things. But I'm trying to think. I've never eaten something that I was like, I can't handle how disgusting that is. Except I just remembered. We did a food market tour in Italy, one of our first few days. And we went to the St. Ambrosia market. I just posted about it on TikTok. And it's the oldest market in Florence, which means it was there thousands of years ago. And generation upon generations have been selling the same things there. It's incredible. But the tour itself, it was one of the worst food tours I've done. And I've done a lot of food tours. And the guy was really nice and I liked his stories. But the food that we tried was just odd. Like it was a ton of meat products where you're in Italy. Yeah. Yes, meat is a huge part of their food culture, but so is like 100 other things. And I was like, why are we having so much meat? But we had to eat these. There was a cow tongue situation. Yeah, there was like a beef tartare situation that was just okay. Beef tartare weirds me out so much.
Can't do it, especially when there's like a quail egg on top.
Oh no, didn't do that. James James would remember the one thing that I was like, absolutely not. I tried it and was like, no, thank you. It was just anything that's like very fatty and gritty and meaty.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan.
In the Stanley Tucci, Searching Italy, I don't remember what it's called, but there's one town that he goes to, and they're very much known for, and I wish I knew more details to be able to speak more accurately about this, but there's some town in Italy where they will focus on the other parts of the animal that are usually tossed, and they'll
like the intestines, kidneys.
Tripe. It was tripe. And it was that same situation. He was talking to us about that because so many parts of Italy, they had to either in like times of famine or recession had to make sure that every single piece of what they were killing was then utilized. Tripe was the thing that we had to try in that like meat section. I was like, absolutely not. I did it. I checked it off. What is tripe?
I thought tripe was fish.
No.
The edible lining of a stomach of farm animals such as cows, pig, or sheep.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
It was just one of those moments where I'm like, who was the first person who discovered this and why did they discover it?
Yeah.
And how did another person say, yep, good idea. Let's eat it.
Yeah.
Some wife was like, I'm into it. Let's go.
I'm obviously like usually pretty down to try things.
Yeah.
Once.
Obviously,
ate a chicken foot. One time, I'm good. Never need to do it again.
Yeah.
But there are a few things where I'm like, I don't need to do veal, sheep brain, foie gras. I'm good.
I have had foie gras. I did like it.
Of course you did.
What is that?
Bougie has taste.
I don't remember.
Foie gras is baby duck. But it's baby duck that's been like force fed.
I thought it was just duck. That's force fed until they're so fat.
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell it.
FOI.
The preparation of it is incredibly cruel to the animal.
Yes. I tried it on the island.
Yeah.
Because the island.
Yeah. Good. What was that? Duck place.
Yes. Yeah. There was like a chef's tasting when they changed the menu.
Yeah.
And it was on the menu.
Yeah.
Fattened goose or duck liver.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think it's baby, but it is, they force feed and overfeed ducks until they're so fat they can't even walk.
Oh.
Then they kill it and it tastes delicious.
Ugh.
Unfortunately. Sorry.
What a time.
But yeah, livers, kidneys, I'm good. You know, I don't need, I'm okay.
I like to stick to what I know.
I'll
try new things, but not so out of the box where
you're like questioning if you're going to throw up or not.
Yeah. For me, it's never about the flavor because usually the flavor is incredible. It's whatever they describe it as, but it's the
thought process.
The textures.
Oh, yeah, the textures for sure.
And texture is a big thing for me.
Like sea urchin. I've seen it now so many times on shows and I'm good.
I've never tried it.
I love sea urchin. I've tried it. I also love...
It's like a weird... It almost looks like roe, like fish eggs.
Yeah.
But it's like orange, kind of like an orangey brown color.
Yeah.
And very soft.
Interesting.
So soft.
Because it's like the inside of the sea urchin.
Yeah.
The bodies.
Wow, what a great question.
Yeah. Cute.
Delicious. How are you feeling after a year of doing a podcast, y'all? I want honesty.
Fine. Good.
I think as I continue to try not to think about our numbers or anything like that for how long we've been at it.
Yeah.
Because that can get kind of, you know, it is a little disappointing sometimes.
Yeah.
Just because we have been at it for a year.
Yeah.
But I still, like, the way I describe it to other people when I talk to them about it is that I'm still enjoying it and still enjoying doing this with you two. And so I wouldn't change that aspect of it.
We literally were having a very similar conversation last night on our way to Sonic.
Yeah.
And not Sunday Goods because my debit card got
she told me
shut down. So
yeah.
Anyways, but yes, I feel very similarly in that I love the positives of creating community that where there was none and relationships where there was just like kind of relationships and getting to deepen that has been life-changing in my humble opinion. But because I know the numbers and think about the numbers, and that's my job. It's been a bummer to like have that be the thing I compare the rest to. And I wish that the positives were louder always. It's just so hard to see how hard we work. But at the same time, not that we were like not working hard, we are. Other podcasts and competitors, like ones that she and I have talked about, book related podcasts, they're posting 3 times, 4 times more than we are. And we don't have the capacity to do that right now. If we lived near each other and when that happens, yeah, sure, the content will change. What we get to post will change, and how much we get to post will change. But for right now, the last year is what we could handle. And it was also a time to like build that infrastructure in that community.
Yeah.
And we couldn't have gotten to where we are today without doing the last year and figuring that out as we go. It was
we
very
had
much
to go through
trial
really
and error.
hard conversations.
Yeah.
And go through like, you know, looking at ourselves in the mirror a little bit and going like, okay, who am I to these people? How do I affect them? Because I think that's not something we've really had to ever approach, even when it comes to like Jansen being involved too.
Yeah.
And realizing that I shouldn't really know him as an adult.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
you know, we just had never really taken the time to do that. And I was always, you know, leaving the country or whatever as I've gone into my adult years. And so having this last year of, and you guys starting Spousal and seeing that stuff too. And just learning who you guys are more and more as adults is, you know, it's a game changer for us as a family.
Yeah.
Not just a podcast or a company.
Yeah. How are you feeling over there?
I go in waves. I feel like in the in-between, I have a lot more of like, how much longer do we want to do this? Can we do this kind of deal? Yeah. Just because it feels like a lot sometimes. But I do enjoy when we're together and that stuff. Life has just felt so busy that I'm just tired.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like how we've adapted, especially in like the last 3-ish months, to make sure that we are balancing life has helped a little bit more so that it doesn't feel like, especially like taking away Contract Kitchen for now and the amount that we were trying to put out?
Yeah, I think that's helped a little bit. I think I was like taking a shower the other day and like thinking, getting ready for pod weekend. Yeah. And I was thinking we had planned for an August episode for Contract Kitchen.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
And I was like, oh boy, I am so glad that I did not have to somehow fit that in to this month, because we weren't in the thick of it last year during this time. So I wasn't thinking, oh, life is so busy or work is so busy, whatever it might be, let's add more to it. Right. And so now being in it is just been a lot. So yeah, I've been thankful that there's no, like, no one seems upset.
Oh my God.
That like when I'm like, hi, I can't or I don't want to. Yeah. Or whatever it might be. And it's like, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm glad that you feel that way, because I am always so proud of both of you when you're like, when you do raise your hand, you're like, I cannot, like, this is too much, or help me figure out how to make it not feel this much. Because I think maybe 6 months in was when I finally started to realize that if this isn't going to be fun every single time that we do it, then we're not going to want to do it. Yeah. And if it's going to feel like work, then I'm definitely not going to want to do it. And you guys would feel that tenfold because you have full-time jobs in the background of this. And while this is fun and I think there's a future in it, it's not priority. And your life and how you feel day to day is the priority. And I want to make sure that's always put on a pedestal, no matter how big we get, because the manifestation is that we will continue to get bigger. And again, I will just, maybe I need to tattoo this on my hand or my forehead, but I just want to have fun with it and create fun that people want to watch and not overthink that aspect of it. And that's what I want to continue to push and not change about ourselves.
I think the reminder too is more of putting the question in front of yourself. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
If the answer to that is anything other than a wholehearted yes,
yeah,
what are you doing?
exactly.
Because, I mean, I don't have the, privilege to feel that way about my 9 to 5.
Sure.
Because bills, but
because life.
Because life and money is an unfortunate necessity.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I do still hold in with when it comes to my current position.
Yeah.
In that field of, do I feel respected? Do I feel like I am doing something that isn't draining the world around me? Do I feel like I am contributing something that is of worth,
value?
Yeah. And the answers to that are yes. So okay, I'll keep
going,
keep chugging along.
Yeah, I think the thing I'm going to change more and more, and I'm just very aware of it right now, is my expectations of what success looks like. Because one, I need to seek out more reminders that the growth that we've seen is normal and great, and with what we can put into it, this is the output that we're going to get for right now, and that is trickle growth. Fine. Fine. Because, my clients and other people that I work with, they're posting every single day and on multiple platforms and have the wherewithal and money to do so, and a team of 3 other people to make that happen. We do not have that. And I do not expect us to have 20,000 followers because we don't have the capacity to get to that right now. Someday we absolutely will. But I think my personal social is a perfect example of that. Like, I have the time to nurture that channel and make content every single day. And I've seen growth because of it. And someday I'll be able to do that for the rest of our projects. But right now it's just like one step at a time. And for every single new listener that we get, I'm so grateful for you. And we have seen such positivity. Yes, are there negative comments out there? Always.
Yeah, yesterday's really got to me. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday's really
a third one or a second one on YouTube, and I just deleted it. I didn't even. I can't. But the haters will, like we said, the haters will always come first. The negativity will always be first, and then the fans will get louder because there will be more of them. So, great opportunity to remind you that we really need you to comment on Spotify, comment on YouTube. When you see a post of ours on social media, like, share, comment on that. We really need that richer engagement in order to continue to grow that trickle growth. And we appreciate every single time that you just say that we look cute, or that you had a good time with us, or you...
And listen, maybe I can't bully the people who are fat shaming me, but you can.
No bullying. I saw this great TikTok of a girl who is a plus size traveler. She needs 2 seats when she flies, and she wants to showcase that aspect of traveling, that it is possible to travel even if you need 2 seats. And she found these really cool shoes that she can like slip onto after security instead of having to sit down and put it. Yeah. Did you see her responses to the fat shaming comments? So she got so many fat shaming comments on all of her videos, but that one a lot more than usual. So she started replying to the haters to just be, she's like, I'm so sick of trying to vouch for myself, so I'm diving in. And one guy was like, if you can't sit down to put on your shoes, then maybe you shouldn't be walking to try and get on a plane. And she's like, well, sometimes the forklift helps. Oh no. And she just went in. I loved it. I love that kind of response sometimes because it's not facing hate with hate. It's facing hate with humor. And that will win out for me every single time. I just am not ever in the capacity really when I see comments like that to like face it with humor. I just want to delete and block.
Well, my instant reaction to that comment on Instagram, because he said that like, you can't even fit in the frame. ... Yeah. My instant thought was like, I edited the frame.
Yeah.
I made that video. What have you done today?
Nothing. Yeah. And I think that's why I don't respond, and why we've kind of chosen to stay away from responses, because it's just yelling into the void.
Yeah.
They don't care. It's rage bait. They just want you to be mad and for them to feel better about themselves in that 1 second. And it's easier for me to delete and block and not give you more power to your hate. So that's what we'll continue to do.
As Jules says, thanks for the, no, God damn it, what is it called? When you comment engagement, there we go.
Thanks for the engagement.
Thanks for the engagement.
I hope that a lawyer helps her. I think a few people have reached out to her, by the way.
They'll figure it out.
So sad. The person that we talked about a couple episodes ago that did the origin of Very Demure, someone in Washington, a dude in Washington stole her copyright under her feet. A couple of days ago.
Went and registered the copyright for Very Demure before she could.
Yeah, Very Demure, Very Mindful, and a couple other variations, and specifically trademarked it for merch purposes. Isn't that crazy? But what's so sweet, so she like posted this video of her crying and being like, I just feel so dumb that I didn't do this faster. I'm like, how could you have done it faster? This happened 2 weeks ago. You've been traveling all over. All of the top comments are like, we're not following you for Very Demure. We're following you for Jules. Yeah. Like, we love you. We don't care about a tagline.
And so many comments have been like, make it Very Jules. We'll stop saying Demure.
Yeah, totally.
You know, like, you know, it's
so sweet.
Yeah.
Anyways,
but also,
random.
like, how nasty for someone to be like, this is going to pop off. Like, I'm going to take it. So I have this. Like, you didn't do anything to get this.
Welcome to the United States of America.
A lot of lawyers have been making stitches of her video, kind of showing her how she can get around it. A few lawyers have reached out being like, we want to help so that you can get this. But because there is public displays of her using the tagline, she has that to use as evidence to be like, I had already gotten this. This was already mine. I own this. Yeah. And I can use that to refute his trademark. And it will probably fall away really fast, but she just reacted so sadly. Broke my heart. Random. I don't know why that even came up. Yeah. What else do you feel like you want to change for this coming year? Either for yourself or content wise. And it doesn't even have to be too deep like mine. I just want to kind of step away more and more about what success looks like. Yeah. And just make it about success is doing this, having fun with this, and making sure that our relationships are like this. Intact. While you think of answers, you want me to ask Jacques?
Sure.
I think I do kind of have an answer.
Oh yeah, gimme.
Not so much change, but just, I guess, addition to podcast. I really would like to see us just be more intentional about spending time together that doesn't have anything to do with pod weekends or like specific, like you're great, but like I don't, you know, like when you're not in town, like I don't really see Jansen and Kelly, like I don't, you know. Yeah. Unless we're doing something specific, and I would like that to
it's
not.
It's like a holiday or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would like to spend more time with you guys, and you know,
that's nice.
I like you.
Thanks.
You're great.
The feeling's mutual.
I'm waiting for Jansen to pop in and be like, get out of my house.
Yeah, honestly.
He's not listening to us.
Great. Love it. No, I agree. And I think Mom feels the same way of just like, not everything has to be about the podcast. I'm like, well, the first year, it kind of does. Because we're establishing a lot of relationship and a lot of like communicativeness. But I agree with you. I think when we move, that will also hopefully naturally just happen.
You're going to be the pool house.
Fucking better.
Hopefully.
Here's your long Jacques. If you could invent something that would make life easier / better for everyone, what would it be? I don't even know if it needs to be invent something. It could just be like, if you know of something that already exists, but you want everyone to have it, what would it be?
Tushies for everybody. Tushies for the world.
My camera just went in and out. My camera like,
yeah, my light died about 10 minutes ago.
I also never turned that light on.
Oh, well, we did it.
We're fine.
Whoops. Should we do it? I mean, Halsey, you can just turn it on. Okay, I have two. One is very tushy related. Bidet related. I want to invent something. I want to invent a squatty potty that's travel friendly. But when I say travel, I mean, I want it in my purse for any number 2 situation. If I got to go number 2 at Target, I need a squatty potty attachment.
You want it to be like Spy Kids. It should be like the size of a credit card.
And then you go, and it pops out, and then I like clamp it onto the toilet or something.
Yeah.
Because colon health is very important.
Yeah.
And colon cancer is the biggest cancer on the rise in millennials for some random reason. Don't know why. But
it's all the Scooby-Doo fruit snacks.
Who knows?
Red dye 40.
The lead tampons. Who knows? But I would love that because I really need that for travel purposes. And then I also, have you guys heard of the Bright Line train situation that Pete Buttigieg is in charge of, because he's like the transportation person in
Secretary of Transportation.
Thank you. In Biden's administration. Yeah. James is actually part of it. Because Hilty's a part of it in California, but it's the fast train that will go like all across the US, because we don't have anything like that. And like all these other countries have had that for generations at this point. Like, why don't we have a fast speed train? I think it will open up so much of our like travel capabilities as Americans. And I think one of the hardest parts about politics in America is because so many people are so untraveled, even just in our United States of America.
Yeah, they've never left their state.
Exactly. Or their town, their city, right? Like they just don't have a means or like affordable way to go to New York or go out to California. And the Bright Line will alleviate a lot of those pain points for travel. And I think it would just open up our eyes so much to rural parts of America and be able to come together. So that's like already happening, but I wish it would be so much faster. Evidently, building trains and railroads is a process.
Yeah. Well, and there's also just so many roadblocks.
No, yes.
Pun intended.
Our terrain in the US does not lend to being able to make this easily, which is why it's going to take so many years to happen. The first section of it is supposed to be done in 2030. Jesus. And that will only open up, I think,
which is only 6 years away, but that feels so long. It feels
so long. And 6 years away, and it's only like a very small percentage of what the whole project is supposed to be. And you have to hope that every administration after the fact will keep funding it. That's the hardest part for me. Like the wall was a dumb project because it was only one administration that wanted it. And now it's just this half-made structure that's not even doing anything. Yeah. But I think there is bipartisan support of the Bright Line project, and I just hope that it continues because I'm really excited to be able to use something like that.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. What would you invent? Or what do you want people to have?
I don't know. I'm not having an easy time answering the questions for you today.
No food allergies.
Yeah. Something I did go food related, of course. And it's something that I've talked about before.
Oh.
The stupid microwave.
The stupid microwave?
From Spy Kids.
Oh, yes.
That will forever haunt my dreams and hopefully haunt my reality.
I want the electric bubblegum.
Oh. The electric bubblegum?
Yeah, from Spy Kids.
In the first one?
Mm-hmm. That like electrocutes people when you spit it out.
I was like, what?
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
It's been a long time since I've watched Spy Kids, but the microwave has a chokehold on me.
I got a long memory.
Yeah.
I forgot about because don't they put it on a thumb?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, she like chews up a huge wad of it and puts it on.
Isn't it green?
Yeah, it's like neon green. It's like this neon.
Yeah. I remember. I do like the allergy type thing though. Yeah. Like if there was something, because man, do I miss popcorn and like Cheetos. But
so you could do like pop rice. It's not the same. I know. I know.
But yeah, if there was like something that you could take or implant, I don't know.
Yeah. Implant.
Somehow change your DNA or whatever controls that.
Yeah, so that way if you have an allergy of some sort, it just kind of blocks that. Like a beta blocker.
Yeah.
For
allergen.
I'm into that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would help a lot of people.
I bet rich people have that.
They have Ozempic, so they must.
Yeah.
Honestly. So, yeah, that'd be cool.
There is that tablet that you can take that makes sugary things taste really sour.
Yeah.
So that you don't eat sugary things, but you have to take it every time you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't last for very long.
Exactly. So like an implant.
Yeah. But then you think of also like Lactaid, if you are lactose intolerant, some people can take that to help with the side effects, whatever.
Yeah. The poops.
Yeah. Or like the upset tum-tums.
The bubble guts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe just like eradicate IBS in general. That'd be really nice.
Yeah. Would appreciate.
Get on it,
Yeah.
scientists. Did you answer? Electric gum?
Electric gum.
She just wants to electrocute people.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of in a self-defense situations.
Yeah.
Women walking at night. I don't know.
Because pepper spray is too difficult. We have to.
Oh, gross.
Well, I was thinking you'd already be chewing it.
Oh.
You're prepared just in case.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Then I would be terrified of like every single person chewing gum around me.
Right? Okay.
What do you got? What do you got?
What do you got
Yeah.
there?
Love it.
What's in your mouth? What's in the box?
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Or I want shoes to be easier to buy. Like I want shoes to be like in the Nikes in Back to the Future.
Where the electric ones.
Where they auto to your foot.
Yeah.
I feel like all shoes should be able to do that.
Yeah, that would be nice. I wish shoes would just last longer too.
Yeah.
The wear and tear is
Mhm.
brutal.
Yeah.
Maybe like eradicate fast fashion.
Mm.
Every single piece of clothing that comes out has to be able to last like 5 to 10 years. Something like that.
But also be cost effective.
No, exactly. Like that's anything sustainable would actually be able to be affordable for us would be incredible because right now I feel like sustainability is only for the rich.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. Like composting and having different choices and being able to shop from sustainable brands. Like none of that is an affordable anything.
Yeah.
Low income people, we have to go to Old Navy for $5 t-shirts that will only last one season.
Yeah.
Because of the $5 t-shirt.
Yeah.
With our last 3 minutes, what are you hoping that the next year brings? I'm hitting them with all the hard questions, y'all.
I know, with no
It's
time
so bad because my first thought was shmoney.
I mean, that's why I don't want you to sit on it. I kind of like hearing your initial thoughts because it's the most truthful.
Not that I don't want us to organically grow, but it would be nice to get a solid brand deal or like just for people to like, I don't know, to connect with the content that we're making and get it to do something.
Yeah. I think because we were so niche, Kelly and I were talking about this last night, that we pigeonholed ourselves to make our audience really learn to love us and get to know us. That just takes time. And you can't bottle that or buy it. Like it just is something that is curated over time. And I brought up the YouTubers of 10 years ago, like the ones who are quitting right now with millions and millions of followers because they just can't handle it. Whatever. I have such an attitude about that. But like Jenna Marbles started from nothing. Jenna Marbles was in an apartment with her 2 dogs and her weird boyfriend who she then broke up with in the middle of Boston with her fake tan for like her first 5 years on YouTube, you know, like, yes, she got,
and she was still bartending.
Yeah. She was a go-go dancer.
Yeah.
Every single night while she was in college. She was in college back then too.
And
got
playing
her degree.
Softball and getting a degree in psychology.
Exactly. And she didn't explode overnight. She built and nurtured that audience, but she also posted constantly back then. And the internet was a very different place. I think we underestimate how different the internet has become.
No, back then it was easy to spit out content.
Yeah.
Because it didn't have to be...
Well, it's the first time it had happened.
Yeah.
Right?
And it didn't have to be anything. No. It didn't have to be a whole production.
No.
Now. Needs to look at quality.
And I'm pretty proud with the way that we look. Like I see some of our competitors who have similar numbers or even bigger numbers than us. And I'm just like, that's not even watchable.
Yeah.
And I'm proud that like, at least this is watchable and then we can just grow content from here. But
if I gotta see one more white girl laying on a couch with a mic in her hand, I'm gonna shoot myself. Sorry,
please don't do that.
All right, trigger warning. Sorry, I'm not gonna do that. But still,
like put a little effort into it.
Yeah,
sit up.
Why you got a blanket
at least? Yeah, I don't think I went straight. I mean, success was kind of like in my head. I didn't jump like to brand deal, although that would be real nice and fun.
Canada Dry, Canada Dry, Canada Dry. Okay.
Yeah.
It's called manifesting. Look it up.
Yeah. But I was in the way of like success, numbers and
Yeah.
seeing our follower count rise, which would also help with brand deals.
Yeah.
But yeah, just seeing like the recognition of we're putting in all this work and effort.
Yeah.
And
we like the content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we hope that lots of other people do. And
yeah,
it just comes with time, but it's a crawl and it's draining. And at some point it feels like, sorry, my throat got scratchy. At some point it feels like I want to see something to make it worth it, because in those in-betweens, I feel like I'm like, who's seeing, like,
who's watching
why
this?
are we doing this?
Yeah.
What is it for?
When do we call it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, when is that day gonna come? Like, you know, kind of feeling. So
Yeah. Just swifter growth.
yeah.
Is what I want for year 2.
Yeah.
And I think that will happen. I think what I hope for is that by the end of next year, we're not asking that question. Is this worth it to keep going?
Yeah.
That enough will happen where we are starting to see the light, and we're excited about that. And we feel re-energized because we're starting to see that growth, and that won't even be in our brains by this time next year. There would be no question that we would keep going. That's my hope.
Yeah.
And on that note, thank you for watching for a whole year. Thank you for subscribing, all 279 of you on YouTube.
Crazy.
Appreciate you. We have over 100 not new followers. We have 100 subscribers on Apple right now.
Wow.
Listeners.
Even that to me is crazy.
It's crazy.
I mean, the hearing 200 people are following us on YouTube, like, I don't even know 200 people. That's
Almost 3.
Almost 3.
It's crazy.
Now, if you could please watch all of the videos in full, maybe like 3 or 4, 5 times, that'd be great.
Hey, I still have it on my phone at work with the volume off.
Yep, I do the same exact thing. I'm like 2 times speed, volume all the way down. Okay, get the view.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you so much. Thank you for getting us to a year. Let's get louder in year 2. Please rate and review us on podcast platforms. You can leave a comment and subscribe on YouTube and Spotify. And if you're on social, we're at Blood and Contracts on everything. Thank you to my sister by blood,
Halsey,
and my sister by contract,
Kelly,
for making a podcast.
Oh no, we almost made it.
Almost made it. Thank you for making things with me.
Yeah.
I really love you both, and I'm really proud of where we are today. Honestly.
Yeah.
Numbers aside.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm Bailey. I'm an emotional Virgo, and it's Virgo season. And I love you all so much. Thanks for listening to Blood and Contracts. We'll see you on the next one. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.